ladies and gentlemen, to the POV Show. I go by the name of Lock Bars. This is Ajax, AJ.
We back.
This is Cedro. This is Sister Saida right here. You better go by that.
Sister.
My people.
Because I don't want to give you like
my Nubian sister.
My Nubian sister.
I want to give them my nickname that I give you. Because I'm going to hate when people. No, I want people to call you my nickname. That's my personal nickname for you.
It's your point of view of me, though.
All right, but I'm saying,
POV of me.
Listen, Ghost is my nickname. You niggas can't have it.
My Muslim sister.
So, welcome to POV Show. This is episode 4. I did 3 other episodes. It's been a while since I've done those 3 episodes. But this is episode 4. Basically, you know, switch it up. And this is what we talk about. Where we give our 2 cents and current events in everyday life. So appreciate y'all for checking in. And yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's how it starts.
That's it. Anyway, how's everybody been? Everybody good? Everybody
living life.
Everybody good?
Best way we can.
Yep. Being a regular person, man. Regular guy game.
Regular guy game. Regular guy swag.
Just a regular person.
I don't know nothing about that.
Put your drawers on one leg at a time.
You know what I'm saying?
1, 2.
1, 2. Skip a few.
Jump in your drawers. You're not a regular person.
So it's always some crazy shit happening in the world, man. But anyway, follow up on this situation, you know. Let's kick it off like this. Orlando Brown got his ass kicked.
I had to do my research.
And got kicked out the house.
That's dude from That's So Raven, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened?
That's what it was.
That's So Raven.
So I mean, this particular subject raised eyebrows to me or gained my attention because of the series of shit that's been happening to this man. This man has been known for being on the internet just for the worst shit. Somebody found this man on a corner somewhere, dusty as shit. The man been doped up.
Yeah.
The man done got his ass kicked way more than once.
Yeah.
And this recent video that I saw was the dude didn't record it before he knocked his ass out. He recorded it after. And you can see him getting up all disarray and like feeling like he offended. The man wanted him out his house. You know, so we don't really know the backstory to the situation, but you in that man's house, that man wants you to go, you must go, right? That's how it go. But I just feel like, because when I think of him, I think of, only other person I can think of right now is old girl from In the House that was in that, that was,
little Cool J show?
Yeah, and she was in, Tyrese's first video, the Sweet Lady video.
Yeah.
Remember, she turned to be a crackhead.
What?
So it seems like a lot of these child stars are like.
She was bad, man. She was super bad, nigga.
Yeah.
Like brown, like dark brown skin. No.
But it seemed like they go down this dark ass hole. And I guess for us to be parents and parental figures.
Oh, shit.
New word, right?
Parental figures.
How would you feel about raising a child star?
I think you gotta be, in my opinion, this is a mom point of view though.
Would you even put your child in that position?
I would never put my child in a position to just have to make a decision on their own. Like, I would be their manager, but I'm gonna be their manager to a point where, okay, let's make it business. Like, I'm your mama, you gonna do this because I said so. Because there are those parents out there that just want to take full control of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think, like, for me, it'd just be like, you know, whatever you want to do, but we're gonna logically think this through. We're gonna make it a business mindset. I'm teaching my child the business the whole time, but I'm also taking notes myself or getting, you know, some type of knowledge of my own from other people who've done it before, other parents who've done it before. Mm-hmm. Like, you really gotta do research, because looking at him, hearing that he did that, you gotta think about like who was his support system back then. Like who was really getting him in line, taking care of his finances,
all that.
who was doing all
How
that
you
stuff.
get- how you
like
get
think
so
about
far
shit
off,
like that.
Yeah.
How you go
And
all the
even
way
more
left
so,
like that?
I also think that in That's So Raven.
And he was in Jamie Foxx. I forgot
Damn,
about
he
that.
sure was.
That nigga was in Jamie Foxx, dog.
But he played like
Jamie
goofy
Foxx.
shit. Like think about
He
played
was in
goofy
Major
shit.
Pain too.
He was
He
definitely.
was
He was a
in
little
Major Pain's
boy,
little
right?
boy. Damn. But he was in goofy shit. Like he was in goofy shit.
I don't wish bad
Yeah,
shit
but I
on nobody,
mean-
right? But he had an ass kick.
Excuse me ahead of time. Y'all gonna hear me hitting this, so I've heard it back in my recordings. Nigga, I vape. Fuck you. Yeah, you gonna hear all that beam up Scotty. But
He
yeah.
had it coming.
So he had it coming, man. He put Raven on blast.
Damn, he did about what?
He said,
Says
remember back in the
Smash
day, she gave me yabba yabba yabba, and I didn't get there to do
Yeah, but he was already gone at that time.
Right, but hold on,
I'm
so-
saying he said that.
He
or
said-
like,
so
he
he
worked
said-
in between.
The
So
nigga
he said
said Nick Cannon sucked his dick.
Hold on, that's what I was getting to.
Oh.
I saw that
And he just
video.
said-
That was him.
And he just said, Nick sucked my dick, Nick sucked my dick. And I'm like, okay, you inviting another nigga to your dick.
Yeah.
Somebody eventually gonna fuck you
Wait
up.
a minute. Wait a
Desperate.
minute.
You have gone to the dark side. So he earned my attention to
I thought
discuss
he
these
seemed
things.
he seemed like he was doped up to me, bro.
He is.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
lost. I feel like, man, listen.
Eventually that come back to you, you know what I mean? I don't wish the worst on nobody, but I just felt like
Your karma is what it
that was
is.
the energy he was putting out. Eventually somebody won't gonna go for that. I used to be a star shit.
But what caused that? What do you
Damn.
think? What do you
Yeah.
think caused that turn? Like, because conspiracy moment, I feel like within Hollywood, I think that there's some dark shit that goes on that a person can't handle, right? And I'm going to stay outside the lane on this, but I feel like there's like it's some deep dark secrets once you enter that realm. And I feel like they don't care how young you are, they don't care how old you are. If you still want to thrive in this community, there's certain rules and things you have to abide by.
I think
And
it's-
maybe certain people don't have the tough skin to say, fuck this shit, or man, I gotta get this money, so I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that. Or you partying with so and so, and the niggas like, oh, you wanna hit this coke, and you trying to blend in. Like, this is what I mean by the weak-hearted person.
Yeah, I mean,
Cause us,
little bit.
if a nigga run up to me with a tray of coke, I'm like, yo, you fucking crazy.
I'm
Get
gonna
I might
the
try
fuck
it.
out my face.
I might try
you
it.
might
I
try
don't
to
know.
I
See,
did drugs.
you
I
got
was-
lost you.
No, but I'm like, when
Look
we
at
was
this.
drinking, like,
Alright, you did
my
drugs.
brain, no, my brain, I forgot
Have you snort coke though? See, that's a whole nother level.
I know it is,
That's
but
the beginning.
I popped pills when I was in high school.
We did too.
That's a different type of high. No, that
Y'all
was a different
figure
type of
out something,
high.
But I ain't never snort no
I ain't
coke.
never snort no coke.
I pop pills.
Shit, I feel like that's just pills in powder form.
Well,
It
I'd rather
is.
pop
Going
pills.
through your nostrils,
Ain't
Ain't none of
your
that
digestive system.
because that's the gateway to the brain. Like at least
All
you
that-
gotta
All that shit is
digest
the
it.
gateway to the brain. You hallucinate when you on
But
drugs. It's
listen,
all
I
hits
don't
your
want that
brain.
shit to go
the
straight
nigga
up.
had it coming to him.
hey kids,
Yeah.
don't do drugs.
Do
Don't
not.
do drugs.
All right,
Please.
so
Don't do drugs.
my thing is,
Leave that shit
my
alone.
outlook
Especially shit they got now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
my outlook on it is a little different, right?
All right.
Right, y'all see these lights? When them shits come on, some people get addicted to them. They let it turn them out, right? Mm-hmm. And they do any and everything to be in the spotlight. And when he's saying stuff about Raven Simone and saying about Nick Cannon, whatever may be the truth, they could have been on some freaky shit.
Yeah, get it in and all
That shit could have really happened, right?
Yeah.
But it's like when the lights come on, you doing anything so you can go viral or so you get some attention to you. And I feel like some people can handle
That's crazy.
whether if they all the way up there in the fame, in the limelight, and they handle it well, or they lose that light
Yeah.
and they do anything in their power to get it back.
For sure, yeah.
Some people don't know how to deal with being that person.
That's true. But that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I feel like that's where that 50-50 lies. Like, I agree with Loki, has some dark shit out there, but at the same time, he's right too. But also at the same time, just to think about his career, he came out as a goofy dude. Like, he had to play the silly role. Like, it's hard for somebody, like, think of a child as being a comedian, but they can't be like the raw comedian that they really gonna be in adult life. So you got a comedian trying to switch over to do something that he probably really wanted to do. He might have just took whatever they said. Oh, you'd be great for a goofy ass role for a little black boy. We can put you
So
in
you
That's a
think the
Raven.
goofy roles may have like messed with his ego or something?
I think for comedians, it's harder for them to come out of being a comedian and being taken seriously.
Cause see, I look at niggas like this, right? What's his name? Jaleel White,
Yeah.
the nigga that played Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
And he came out to be alright, but I
What
still
else
sense.
what else is he on
doing?
right now?
He be on Lifetime.
I ain't never
Hallmark. He
seen
be
him
on the Hallmark channel. That one black nigga that be
But I'm
Okay.
saying,
But
though,
it's
if he isn't doing anything, at least you
Oh.
don't see him cracked out, doped up, looking crazy. At least he maintaining
But
himself.
that's the dark side, though. That's that tapping into the dark side, getting influenced the way that you shouldn't be. But then there's also that 50-50 of he was a comedian, so it's harder for them to get out and be taken seriously.
Look, man, that nigga just off.
So
He's in that
I don't
gray
think that
area.
nigga- And he look like Base God.
so basically what he mentioned is the Illuminati.
The Base
Basically,
God?
the Illuminati theory, right?
Conspiracy moment.
All right,
Yeah.
so to me, no, I'm getting off that,
Oh.
right? I said what I was saying what he was saying, but then I want to go back to my point, right? Y'all ever part? I don't want to make it a race thing all the way, but have y'all ever partied with the white people? Like
Yes.
really, like a real white people party?
Like James Madison party.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've been
Alright,
around
so-
white
I done
folks,
partied with some white
not
folks.
like.
Like the beer pong and they
No,
doing
yeah.
all the drugs in
And they
the
get
world.
fucked up. Yeah, absolutely.
So in Hollywood, I feel like it's a big party like that, right?
yeah.
And everybody knows that like higher levels of cocaine is considered as a party drug. Well, like for a lot of people,
Yeah,
for the upper class.
It's like smoking weed to us.
Yeah, it's like niggas around here might roll up. I ain't snorting no powder.
Yeah.
But shit was cool back in the day. They used to have it in their necklace.
Agree.
Yeah, like I feel like if you don't do that shit, you're not accepted. It's like
No,
if somebody come to you and say do coke, you be like I'm good. They whispering like yo, he not going into the next movie.
I don't think that's the case no more.
I think it's everybody's party, and some people choose to partake and others don't. Because if that was the case, Terry Crews would be the biggest celebrity in the world after old boy groped him. Like
I mean, if he
it was
would,
that easy.
if he would have continued to play ball, which he still is for real. Technically, he's still playing ball,
And he's still not the
he's
biggest
still
nigga
getting,
out there.
He's getting
I
jobs.
know
though.
he's tired of the Rock. The Rock get all his roles.
No, I'm saying it's about getting. At this point, it's about getting opportunities,
talking
right?
like-
So
They
when
look for a nigga with muscles, they pick the Rock. They don't pick that nigga.
Every
but
time.
I'm saying when Terry Crews started, I never seen him in a leading role of
The
anything.
Rock just won't go do Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now you
We can't find enough lights to work this up.
now you scraping for jobs. I would figure that the top wigs in Hollywood would prey on those
He
people.
grew up
Yeah.
in Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? Because your name is not really certified. You need me. If you fall off, you need me. So as one of those dudes,
He definitely Spanish
let him
all
grow
over.
you and you get that gig.
That's
You know?
true. That's true.
Because The Rock, his name's certified. He could leave right now and say, nigga, I'm gonna produce, write
But he
my own
started with
shit.
some other shit though. You gotta think about the Rocks, like.
But how did he
started out
get?
wrestling.
How did he get?
I'm sure
He's
so
an
leading
actor.
role.
So
though.
y'all,
He's
so
an actor.
hold on, does it come
Yeah.
down to so you think The Rock got all this shit because it was like, yo, hit this powder? He was like,
No.
Jumanji?
That nigga can really act
He
though. Rock can really
became
act though.
such a household name in wrestling that when he crossed over into Hollywood, he had all those people following him already.
And
anyway.
then again,
So-
his talent was actually there. Maybe
Yeah.
Orlando Brown's talent wasn't there. Maybe he was a goofy kid that got into a role
I just don't
to
think-
get some money and didn't really.
But I feel like we
pursue
put it all. We always put it like it's some dark side. It's some
It's-
evil old
it's
white nigga that walk up
50-50.
to me. He just be like, you
Take
this
this
is the
drug.
line. Yeah, this B-list actor. You gotta hit this line. You want the A actor? You gotta do this
Better
line.
the blue pill.
You just want to work on Hallmark?
Hey man,
Better
hey,
the blue pill.
Listen to this weed real quick.
you'll be surprised. But
Hit that
anyway,
weed, nigga.
I believe there's teams out there like that, right?
Think so?
I'm not gonna get into the whole is one big nigga at the top and he controls everybody and everybody. I know, like if we talking about banking and money, that's a
Oh
different
yeah,
thing.
that's tough.
But if we talking about like rap and Hollywood and acting and stuff like that, everybody think about this. In school, growing up, outside of school, on the streets, everybody got their section of people they hang with.
Yeah.
And for instance, a funny joke we always tell at work, right? You be like, yo, chilling with these people outside of work. I ain't doing nothing crazy in front of them until I see them hit the blunt or something. Until I see that person,
That's valid.
until I see them do something crazy, they ain't accepted.
Yeah.
They never around. It's probably like that too. All right, and then, all right, what you doing today? Going to lunch? Okay, we can go to lunch. When lunch break?
You in lunch with it. You
Now,
drinking? Like,
my nigga outside, I'm about to smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smoke with you.
Yeah.
Now you my nigga.
I'm telling you all my secrets.
I
But you had to pass the test.
You know, you get on Jumanji for real.
Yeah.
You don't know this shit. Yeah, it probably go like that. Niggas just pull out the line, but like,
So how is
You finna hit this shit or not?
No.
Put that back in my
I
pocket.
figured-
I'm sorry.
I figure that's how music, movies, all that go.
Yeah.
You get around people, they see if they fuck with you, they see if they fuck with your character. You know what I'm saying? They see if they got anything in common with you. You know what I'm saying? And then
they take it to that.
and then
I agree, but like
Yeah.
I agree. That's how it works. You just it's shit. That's how you get most jobs. That's how you get most
Yeah.
things in life.
It's about who
anyway.
you know. I mean,
we in a
shit.
state where relationships matter the most.
All the way.
Like that was a rude awakening moving from where we from and coming here
Yeah.
to Atlanta, where everything was about relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back home is every man for themselves. It's dog eat dog.
Yeah.
You got teams of people, but it's everybody for themselves still at the same time.
Yeah.
Here, people want to know everything about you before they do a deal with you.
Every fucking thing. They want to be in your business. They want you to volunteer your business.
Right.
That shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
nigga, we always say that shit. We were like, you gotta date these niggas. No homo.
Yeah, you
You
know what I'm
do.
saying?
You do, and that be the thing is because
They-
before anybody you have to spend time with niggas.
You
And
gotta take a nigga out.
they gotta go,
Wine
you
down
gotta
them.
go out, and
They
it's
gotta know you
crazy.
good.
It's crazy like that when you because a lot of people want you to just give up your time, and it's just like, yo, can we talk business? Man, come on over here and da 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 da. Like if you don't hang out, it's like they feel a
really
certain way.
they really want to know that, like you said. I think it's the middle of that, but people don't do it right all the time.
Yeah, but that comes
it's
from
the same
niggas
thing.
that do this shit every day. A nigga that got a family and gotta get up and go to work in the morning, you gotta respect that. Nigga, I'm a regular nigga that work a job. I told you that soon as
But
I
he
told
need to
you.
know that
nigga.
you.
This
he
is
need
your
to know
job.
that.
Hanging out and eating and shit is your job. You pay for this. I don't.
Not mine.
Nigga, what type of shit you want?
I mean, I agree. I agree. What I'm
He
saying
gotta
is,
know. Yeah, he gotta
what I'm
know.
saying is like music and entertainment. That shit clickish the same way the regular life is every day.
Yeah.
We just don't. Sometimes we don't see.
different tax
Yeah,
bracket.
we don't see things the same way because we ain't inside them circles.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody else could be looking at us trying to figure out what's going on. Right.
Yeah.
They could say, "Yo, AJ got the regular guy shirt on. He the biggest dope dealer in the world." But he trying to mask it by saying he the regular guy.
Yeah.
People people on the outside don't know what's going on for real. You feel
Yeah,
what
real
I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's all saying we can assume that it's somebody at the end of the line, like you have to have sex with this many people and then your life will be like this. Or
Yeah.
you can assume that everybody has their own free will and the game is cookies. Like think about it. When people leave, when L.A. Reid left any label he was at, everybody was like, nigga, I'm out. When the regime changed, niggas be like, oh, I'm going with the regime. I'm not staying here for this new regime.
Yeah.
They got their own artists, their own people they fucking with. I'm gonna
know
go.
these niggas.
Yeah.
That's real. I heard that shit on a few interviews. Niggas say that shit. They
Shit,
like,
Gotti just said that shit on his album. He
real?
said, L.A. Reid gone, I'm done with Epic. Yeah. He shouted Epic out. It was like all love, but L.A. Reid gone, I'm out.
He said he bought his whole shit out.
Yeah.
So look, check
I know
this,
we got
man.
more topics, yeah.
So look, this coronavirus shit that's going on right now, right? This is another conspiracy moment. Do y'all feel as if though this shit naturally happened?
No.
Or do you feel like it was planted?
Yes.
Remember the shit you said on the back of the.
That's what, oh yeah, okay, so before you sent me that shit, if you actually, they had, it was a Jamaican dude, looked at the Lysol bottle.
I saw that.
I checked the Lysol bottle, and I even checked some Lysol wipes that I bought like 2 years ago, don't judge me, but I still had it, okay? One like, let's just say last year, we have them at our job all the time, like just because we work in the warehouse or whatever, but the shit say human coronavirus on the back of the Lysol bottle. First of all, Lysol kills that, herpes, AIDS, like it kills shit that you swipe the shit off.
So
Like,
what I was told is
Anything in your
different.
system.
It's a different strain.
but this lady used to drink bleach. It's crazy.
It's a different strand.
Ain't no fucking different strain. You know what? Matter of fact, it might be a
This is what I
different
was
strain.
told. It's
It
a
might be,
different
but
strain.
I feel like this stuff is created. No disease is really not since like I say fucking 1802, where we really didn't have anything to prevent this stuff, but we were really out here with no medications. We was out here fucking each other and swapping spit with men, women, women, and women.
I wish
and
I
then that
wish
then
I
back to
lived
men,
in
women,
those days.
like,
No, you don't.
those
I wish
people
I
were,
lived
you
in
know,
those
they
days.
weren't dying like back to back. They was
You take some
dying.
penicillin and the shit is done.
Okay,
died.
The
so
worst thing you could get was
bronchitis.
the worst thing you could get was
Exactly.
chlamydia.
Like nigga got bronchitis.
The worst
yeah.
thing you could have got back in the day was the worst sexually transmitted disease back in the day was chlamydia.
Some shit that you really need some stronger drugs.
You get some penicillin, piss that shit out, you right back raw dog and everything.
What is that? Where does all that shit come
I'm
from?
gonna say both of y'all right.
It has to be
I'm gonna
from
say
labs.
both of y'all right, and in my opinion, both of y'all wrong at the same time, right? Because back in the day, our diets were a lot different,
They were.
and a lot of these diseases play on what you eat, what you put in your body. Yeah, everything is based off of mucus, right? So based on our diets back then, like when you read those books, religious books, you had people living to be 200 years old.
If you want to tap into that, I feel differently of that. Because we had people that was like fucking 600 years old, but what if their time frame on how they actually looked at their calendar? What if they were 600 days old?
I'm not basing it off what if.
You gotta think about their.
I'm not
what if they were
basing it off
600?
what if.
I'm just saying.
That's
But what
that
if
makes
like
sense, though.
what if their shit was 600 months old? It might not. We don't know
It didn't
what
say
their
that,
time
it
frame
said
was.
years.
That's what's been interpreted over
Yeah,
time.
what if their calendar years was like
Months,
6 months?
days.
But I would only
Time,
imagine
minutes,
that. I would
seconds.
only imagine that
Never
back
thought about
then.
that. I never thought about that.
I would only imagine that back
That's
then.
thought-provoking.
A lot of the resources were natural. Now that people have been fucking with technology and shit, they find ways to clone shit and do shit, and then put out mass production, and which leads me to feel like population control. I feel like all this shit
That's
falls
the
under population control,
That's
where
the thing. That's
they
the
send they send U.S. armies.
Huh?
They send U.S. armies to go overseas to blatantly bomb these niggas, but they sneak shit on us to try to get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's population control for sure.
And I just feel like all this shit is based under that. And to stay on the same subject, I want to know how y'all feel about that. I don't know if y'all saw the video that I sent y'all with Reza Islam.
Nah, I missed that one. Who was Reza Islam?
Reza Islam is he's with the NOI, the Nation of Islam.
I knew him,
And
but
he's basically taught under the teachings of the minister Louis Farrakhan.
oh shit.
And basically what he was talking about in his book,
Oh shit.
and when he was talking about his book is the push against femininity of males, right? And basically what celebrities are doing. This D Wade thing is like a big thing that's taking place, right? And the whole thing about him basically glorifying the femininity of his son. And he's basically saying that celebrities are pushing this agenda to make males think that it's okay to be with other males to stop them from creating children.
Oh shit, that's a little deep, man.
It's that's what I'm saying.
think
Conspiracy
that's
moment.
far-fetched.
Conspiracy moment.
hard.
I think that's a little far-fetched.
Not a
So
little.
what I will,
Let's jump across the
agree,
pond.
I agree partially with what you're saying, right? Again, I believe in free will, but on the same token, when you say
My comments next.
there's somebody out there coerce D Wade into turning his son into a girl, that's a little far fetched for me. That's a little
No,
far-fetched.
I'm not really saying he coerced it, but the thing is so basically like they were saying, all right, you for your child to be so young, right, and for them they have to figure themselves out, right,
Yeah.
and for them to gain the knowledge that okay, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, where the inspiration comes from, right, and when you get that inspiration, you decide to put that in front of the masses as if this is the thing.
When your child
right?
gets that inspiration.
Yeah, so, all right. And I don't want to go because I got to tread lightly on this situation. Y'all know Corey Holcomb, right? So I was checking. Y'all don't know Corey Holcomb?
Yeah, comedian, right?
Comedian Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
All right, so Corey Holcomb has a show. It's the 5150 show. I'll turn you on to it later.
Right.
He be saying the most blatant shit.
Yeah.
But what he was saying was, if your child that age and feels like he's that type of person, he's looking at the father, basically.
What, to come to that conclusion?
If your son decides that he wants to be at the age of 10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
hey, I like other boys, where did that inspiration come from?
The father?
Yes,
So he looks
Why is it
at
blame
the
on the
father.
father though?
Because you with the father every day. Your father
Okay,
raised
so
you.
no, I think I go
That's-
way too
no,
far
I don't
off,
think
man. That's deep as hell.
No, I'm just throwing it in the
That's-
air.
that's what he
I'm
said.
not saying whether I believe it or not.
I mean, but
I see where I can come from.
I see where it can come from, but it doesn't
I
have
don't think
to.
that's
It doesn't have
100%
to
right.
make it seem like the father is being feminine or the father is showing some feminine trait enough to make his son want to be gay and even more so want to change his sex.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he wants
tough,
to change
bro.
it. That's deep. Now,
That's deep.
if the father is somebody that may be catering to a woman and maybe he desires that love or something like that, I can understand that. But even more so, kids, sometimes I would identify with a child, not identify, but I would understand and agree if a child at a very young age identifies themselves of the opposite sex. Listen, of the opposite sex before I would a grown ass man or a grown ass woman who's been hurt 99 times and they just say, you know, I'm tired of dating the same. I'm just gonna try some different shit. I'm gonna try to date my same sex and see if they treat me right. I've met women, older women and younger women, older men and younger men who decide to say that, you know what, I'm tired of being hurt by my opposite sex. Fuck it, I'm gonna see if I can date the same because I relate with these people because we are one and the same. It doesn't always work out, but I would believe a child who's not influenced. I wouldn't say influenced, but I would believe a child who literally identifies as like, you know what, I kind of, hey dad, I'm coming to you because I feel secure in telling you because you're my father. Because you taught me to be real about shit in life. Because you taught me to be real about myself and be truthful in myself. I want to express to you first. Because your approval is going to matter the most to me. Besides my mom, besides my sisters, my classmates, the world. But if I know you have my back, I'm going to come to you first and be like, hey dad, this is how I feel. You know, and then
So
if
before
you
you
approve, cool.
Do you think that a child can come out of the womb and grow up and define their sexuality?
Absolutely. Let's keep it a whole
Or
hundred.
their
Whole
attraction.
hundred. The most dominant gene in any person that comes in this world is a woman's gene first. Female first. So everybody is a female. You have been a female. You have been a female. You have been a female. I was a female, and my dominant trait was female. So this is what I was produced to. But at the same time, let's get even deeper if y'all want to get some freaky shit. Like your clitoris and your penis. My clitoris is literally just a penis. But my shit just didn't go as bigger as y'all's did.
But
like,
I'm saying, but listen.
So some serious shit.
My thing is simply this. My thing is
It is what it is.
I got a big ass clitoris out Hold on.
let it go in you though.
Lesbian out here.
So my thing is, if you haven't tried sex, how do you know what you are attracted to?
Why does sex define
It's the
what you're
same
attracted
thing.
to?
You's a guy. Nigga. Why did you like pussy? It's the same.
Why don't some women like pussy?
It's just kind of happened. It was like
the influences of where I grew up.
It turns me on.
And then I relate to the influence of how I grew up. I grew up around men who love women.
True.
Not once have I ever been exposed to a situation where it was the same sex. Now maybe if I was a child and I saw that, then maybe I would think, this could be something to try.
That's possible.
But as growing up, I was always taught that men loved women. So that was my influence.
Yeah.
So when I didn't know what to do or what's going on, I just know if you touch yourself, it feels good. But when you allow someone else to touch you, is it a man or a female? You see what I'm saying? Someone
I
has
get
to
it.
influence you to
Let me
make
make my-
It's
these
a teaching
decisions.
versus.
Let me make my 2 points, right?
I just don't believe you come
Yeah.
out the womb and say, "Hey, I like guys now."
But
I feel like there's an influence somewhere.
Time out.
Okay.
I got 2 points, right?
2 points. 2 points.
First
Go
of
make
all,
it 3.
I'd have had my heart. I could do 3. I'd have had my heart broken a lot of times. Like I love hard. Like so, when I put myself into a situation and don't go the way I want to, I'd be heartbroken like a motherfucker. I have never been heartbroken to the point where I said I want some dick.
But you raised differently.
I love pussy.
Raised different.
Raised different. See, that's the
Raised
key.
different.
So
That's the key. How were you raised?
The next thing is this, right? I seen a video based on the same thing saying a child can identify as young so and so when they're young, right? So a dude had grabbed his 3-year-old son. He asked his son, "Are you an omelet?" The 3-year-old son said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you an Xbox?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you transgender?" "Yeah." "Are you a boy?" "Yeah." "Are you a sink?" "Yeah." Are you a plate of food?" "Yeah."
You say yeah to every fucking thing.
Yeah, so how the fuck is a 3-year-old saying, "You know what, I decided that I don't want my dick, I want to have sex with men"? A 3-year-old is not exposed to that, right? A 3-year-old cannot make that decision. I seen what D-Wade, it was something that said, I'm not sure if it was from him or if it was something that was satire, how you say satire? I don't know.
Satire.
I don't know how if it was him or whatever, but it said he knew his son identified at 3 years old as a girl, right? And a 3-year-old can't even spell the word cat.
Exactly.
A 3-year-old is not. I don't care how.
Yeah.
I don't care what
You think it's possible?
You can be soft.
I think it's possible.
But even
I
when
think
you
it's
say
possible,
some, it depends on the parent.
I think it's
If
possible.
the
But
parent
I don't
doesn't
always
teach, my child 4 and she know over 50 words.
Exactly. So I think it's based on. You're right.
It's 4-year-olds who still talk like
You're not
2-year-olds. It's
doing-
still depending on your
I think
parents.
it's
of sex.
I look at the cartoons
when
that
you
she
get
look
older,
at.
bro.
I look at everything that she look at. I'm
Yes,
careful
sir.
of what she listens to. As a parent,
makes sense to me.
you have to be able to decipher
I mean-
all of these things. When these kids are out here and they listen to these songs, these rap songs, and they live in these rap songs, I feel like it's up to you as a parent to say, "Hey, this is entertainment. This ain't your life. You don't live like this.
You don't gotta block them from it, though.
You can enjoy the
You can
music.
explain
I'm
it.
not gonna
Yeah.
block it from you,
can
but
explain
this
it.
is
Realize it's just
entertainment.
music.
Just know that it's entertainment. If I'm sitting you in your room and just telling you play whatever you want to play,
Yeah, that's not cool.
and you just want to play whatever you want to play, then that raises you.
But I can't blame
It's like
everything on the
the
parent.
people who give their children a tablet and say go,
Yeah.
and they don't know what they're exploring on that
Yeah.
tablet. It's up to us as adult figures to look at what our children is looking at.
That's true.
What are you looking
You
at?
gotta
What do you got
monitor it.
going on?
But I don't.
And then
I
let me
can't-
sit and talk to you about this because it's not nothing new.
Yeah.
We've been through this.
Yeah.
You just seeing it here now.
To me, I think
If I
it's
don't
parts,
dial
man.
in on anything that's going on, then I lose control of
But you
it.
gotta realize it's parts. It's not just one singular thing. Like people are influenced off certain things
Yeah.
that make them want certain things. So you grow up you grow up in a parent household where it's 2 guys. So maybe you think that being gay is the thing that's for you, right? Okay, that could happen, right? If you take it back to genealogy, I think the word is like nigga, when you really do start out as a female, and sometimes the body get it wrong. You got hermaphrodites out here; they got both.
Yeah,
They
of
get
course.
to choose. They be like,
I'm gonna use my dick on my pussy.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
but
but that's
they
genetics.
identify as something, but they got both.
Yeah.
Like shit just be getting fucked up out here, nigga. Like
It's
I don't think
genetics.
it's, but I think I don't know.
I don't
if you-
think that corresponds with your
but
mind.
no, but I'm saying
It
your
does,
But why?
though.
But
who the person
genetics.
is you want to
I'm
love.
talking about genetic wise,
Genetics,
right?
period.
If
All of
genetics, let's just say, and I don't know. I actually don't know the answer. I'm just throwing out a whole bunch of devil's advocate right now. Like, let's just say sometimes genetic gets it wrong, right? Like it was like boom, we put a dick on this woman, like shit, and you come out and you a guy, but like really genetically you was supposed to be a lady. You fucked up from the whole beginning, right? You just like, yo, I really just fuck with guys. You know what I'm saying? And you stuck as a dude when you should have been genetically a woman. I think shit like that. I think shit like that
feels differently
because I'm saying like this nigga.
This is the thing
and
with
people
me.
come out autistic and people come out like with all these crazy things. You can't tell me that genetics don't get it wrong sometimes. With
I'm saying,
sex.
but no. It's genetics is one thing, but listen. This is how I feel. This is how I feel, right? Like I'm gonna use me. I'm gonna use me as an example, right? I have my daughter, right? I have my daughter. She's a girl, right? But everything that I taught her would be male dominant ways, right?
Why?
No, I'm just saying everything. If I was to teach her that, if I was hypothetically speaking,
Question mark.
if I was just like, it's just me and her, no females around. Everything I say, stand up when you piss.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Stand up when you piss. Wear jeans, t-shirts,
You gonna tell her to
tennis
stand up when she
shoes.
piss?
I'm making hypotheticals.
I'm sorry, y'all
Come
do me,
on,
bro.
down.
Why you saying
I said disclaimer. Hypothetically speaking.
Use your clitoris the right way.
Hypothetically speaking, if I do this, I could literally brainwash my daughter to operate as a man. Now later on, she may be trying to figure this shit out later. But I'm saying that to say that I have an influence on her. However I choose to raise her, that's how she's going to come out to be. Now, when she gets older, she may discover some shit, but at least you are of age to figure shit out on your own now.
Yeah.
So at the age of 11 or 12, you're still figuring that out. At the age of 11 or 12, you're still doing what I told you to do. When you got to pee, don't sit down, stand up. Shake it. Don't wipe. Put your jeans on. Go play sports. Smack niggas. Smack niggas. Like this how you hold a gun. This is like she's gonna abide by my rules until she gets old enough to where she's on her own and she be like, damn.
I'm not fucking with that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I got the same thing she got and she act like this. Why was I taught? Then you start figuring that shit out.
You don't be standing up when you pee.
But it's instilled in you though. It's instilled in you whether you learn it when you're older, when you learn it when you're younger. If your father's gonna teach you all these things about how to be a man, woman, okay, cool. But when she goes out on her own, she goes to college and she goes to meet all these other women, and it's women that are raised just like her, very differently. You have a prissy ass woman, you have a tomboy woman, but she's still a girl. She still likes boys. Like you're teaching her how to be a man, and she's gonna start liking women because she feels like she has to be hard, and she's gonna see a woman that's actually gay, that's older, and be like, you know what? Well, I identify with her, but at the same time, she might go to college. She might go to college though. And then she might meet a prissy ass female that's gonna be like, yo, you're beautiful. Like, let me do your makeup, do you how to do this, and just go out and walk in.
Now
and
notice
gain
this.
her confidence in
Notice
her way.
this. Not once did I ever say in that whole situation who her attraction should be.
No, that's fine. But you're
But
teaching her how to be a
now
man.
Imagine
Her
this.
attraction may be there.
Now imagine this. After all of that, I say, yo, look at Shorty, she got a fat ass, right? To my daughter, I'm saying this to her. Yo, Shorty fat as shit. Yeah, she right. That will then influence her.
But you don't.
I need to
have to necessarily
women.
say it to your daughter. She can pick up on that. You being a man. If you're
No,
teaching
but
her how to be you,
I'm saying this
you're pretty much teaching her how to be you, though.
I'm saying this to prove that we have influence on our children.
Absolutely.
So once again, when Corey Holcomb says, if your son's gay, I'm looking at the father. I'm going back to that. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm going back to that point.
That nigga not 100%.
All right, so
if it's not your father, what atmosphere has made you do this? What made you feel like this is
life
me?
through all.
My thing is based on what you said, right? You said some people are sometimes it's fucked up. It's really a female and they got a dick, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
So that throws the whole God theory out of the window.
No, it don't.
Yes, it do.
You
When
crazy.
the person say, so you saying God got it wrong?
No.
What you mean?
How can-
What you mean
how
you
can
don't
the
get
per-
it wrong?
if-
I don't understand
The
how
world's
free. I
not
don't
perfect.
understand. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't
No,
understand how.
I'm talking
I don't understand how free will
I'm talking-
thing works, right? So when I say
Everybody has free will.
yeah, so I don't know how it works. I don't know why people.
So-
I don't know why babies die. I don't understand why people got autism. I don't understand why a whole bunch of that shit. But this shit goes on. So if all that retarded
Right,
shit goes on,
so-
you can't tell me that.
One thing.
No,
You
I'm
can't
saying,
pull God off
it,
of
no,
that one.
yeah, no, it's
You can't just be like God, like
no. We
look
talking
past.
about
Throw that out there.
creation by the creator, right?
Nigga, you got
We
babies
talking
that just
about
come
creation.
out.
We talking
I feel
about
like he did that.
hold on, so time out.
Go ahead.
So a creator, you talking about a creator that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Created somebody.
That's imperfect.
This
No, listen. Don't
that
listen
somebody
to this. Don't listen to this.
as somebody that they shouldn't be.
Who's it justified that they should and should not be?
When they're born, they go through the process. They can either be a woman or be a man, right? So if they were going to be a woman or be a man, it was at that time that they were going to be a woman or a man. I'm not saying that you don't like what you like and you ain't who you are, right? What I'm saying is, like, going in and changing sex, like, I feel like you born as who you are and you do the most with who you're born as. You can choose to be, it's people that's openly gay, like, hey, I'm gay. Females and men.
Yeah, real
right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go as far as to say that a person that was created I should have been something else. Like, I can just walk outside and say, yo, I should that motherfucking dog over there, I should have been that pit bull out there. But I'm starting being a person. I could have been that pit bull.
Nigga.
I wouldn't have had no bills.
But if you believe in reincarnation.
Let me say it like this. Unfortunately, that's the weird shit because we can't explain half this shit. Everything has some type of purpose. Some shit is wild, right? No one can explain why people come out with goddamn no arms. That nigga, I know that nigga was like, I need both these shits.
Right.
I needed this
But
shit.
I'm saying-
But what I'm saying is, you can't. If we just gonna blame, like we gonna take God off that one, you gonna take God off all of them,
Everything.
or we can't pick and choose which one.
Yeah.
I think I don't know how the shit work, but my thought is there's some purpose to that shit. I don't really get it. Maybe Dwayne Wade's kid having this.
At 3 years old, bro.
Maybe help some other person in the world that was going through some wild shit. You know, butterfly effect.
No.
Hurricane.
Because-
you know what I'm
because
saying? Like,
being-
you know what I'm talking about when I say that
being
shit.
interested-
Like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe
Being-
it's on some deeper shit. Maybe the nigga won't looking
being
that time
interested,
he made that
being
one. He was
interested
like,
in
yeah,
the
man.
same, being
Oh,
interested,
shit.
being
He's supposed to have
interested, being,
Fuck up.
being interested in
Let
the
that slide.
same,
Yeah, God, like,
being
ah,
interested in
shit.
the same
Fuck up.
sex,
Melanin.
I feel
Yeah.
like is a lifestyle choice. At the
Not
end of the
just
day,
white.
whatever the experience was, right? You could grow older and just be a curious person, right? You could have been with women, and then when you came across a man and you allowed yourself to be curious enough to see what that is, and you enjoyed that, or maybe as you grew up, you know, your father taught you things that you supposed to be as a man, but you find girl things more attractive, so you become more feminine. However that happens, you have to be you have to be instilled with yourself before you start figuring out everything else. So my thing is genetics is one thing, and I'm not even going to delve into the
that's
spiritual parts, right? Genetics is one thing.
I really don't know.
If you come out with these parts, somebody has to teach you how to use them.
These parts.
Someone has to teach you. If
You might
you
come out with nothing.
if you come out with a
You might
dick,
come out with a blank.
somebody
nigga.
got to show you how to
What you gonna do
use it.
then?
No area,
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
I respect.
Someone has to show you how to use it.
But who raised you to which one of y'all niggas was like, y'all pops was like at 4, like, yeah. Like you went through man shit, right? But no one was like, women. Yeah.
For you.
No,
Do that.
it's what I saw. It's what
Like,
I saw.
I saw that.
But you're
It's
right.
what
You
I
see
saw.
shit.
I saw different
As
shit
a
as a
child,
kid.
as
You
a
see
child,
wild shit. Like,
as a child,
some shit you went for.
you see things.
Some shit you didn't go for.
I went for most of the shit I seen as a kid.
There's a lot of shit
But
you didn't go
this
for.
is the
That
thing,
was
right?
probably
When it
regular
comes, like, I respect when somebody openly say, "Yo, you know what? I like this." Right? What I don't respect is the down low situation.
I totally agree.
I don't agree with a person that's out here and saying, "I just don't want nobody to know."
Now that
And I'm gonna fuck with both.
Don't fuck
I'm
with
putting everybody at risk. Fuck everybody. That's some selfish ass shit.
No, we're not doing
I
that.
respect like a dude. I got gay family members, bro. So I respect it. That's your choice. That's your choice. Gay females, gay men, whoever. Right? I respect that. That's what you actually chose.
Exactly.
But I refuse to believe that a child at 3 years old know for sure that they want to fuck with this sex for the rest of their life.
But what about
I feel
11?
like
You know
it's
what?
the
What about
influence in
11
their
and
teaching.
12?
I understand what you're saying, and I don't know.
Because see, this goes
At
to
puberty,
Boosie, right?
at puberty,
this
yeah, I can see it around puberty.
This goes.
I can see it at puberty.
So
the age
what, puberty is 11 and 12.
Yeah, the age Dwayne Wade's son at now, I
Yeah.
can see him saying, "You know what? I like boys. All right, you gay. Fuck it." Right?
Yeah,
It happens.
of course.
It's not a bad. It's not like a.
So
But who's to say he didn't know at the age of
Not at
he
3, I
just
ain't going for
chose
that.
to wait?
So
Like, what if
so
he
with
didn't maybe
Boosie,
necessarily identify?
so with what Boosie said, I actually watched what he said.
Oh, yeah.
I actually
What
watched
he
what
said?
he said. He basically said this: "Look, bro, your child, he's going through an experimental phase.
Yeah.
Don't cut his dick off.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that because." He's still trying to get it together. Maybe one day he'll change. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. He's still of age where he's still trying to figure himself out. Don't cut his dick off. Don't make him a transgender. Because I'm assuming I haven't followed the D Wade story, so I'm only getting this from
I never
people's
saw when he
opinion.
said he was gonna do that.
So basically, he was just
I didn't
saying,
either.
"Yo, don't do that, right? Don't cut his dick off. Don't be like that.
It might
Don't
have
do
been
that."
like mentally.
So a lot of
Yeah, like,
people,
yeah,
a lot of
mentally.
people got offensive towards that, and then he got kicked out of Planet Fitness for that shit. Like he couldn't work out in Planet Fitness because they said what he said was fucked up, and he can't come
You
here.
can't never
Who?
do
Who
that.
can't?
Boosie can't come to Planet Fitness. They shut him out because
So
of
that
what
means
he
it's
said
working
about D Wade's son. And it was crazy to me because it's not like
He's
he.
Planet Fitness.
It's not like he. It's not like
LA is like 75.
It's not like he did him wrong or came at him or said something wrong. He was just saying, "Please, man, don't do that." Like, give him some time before he do all. Let him
Decide.
pay for that when he
I
get
agree with
older.
that.
I
I agree
agree.
with that.
I'm riding 100% with Boosie on this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm riding
Like,
100%.
But I think
I'm
Boosie
didn't say
meant it
anything.
mentally. I think he meant
You
like
still would've
don't
rolled
allow
with
him to be a
Boosie.
full transgender at the age of
Of
what
12.
of 12. Like,
Yeah, like,
let
that's
him
not
grow up.
right.
Let him get 18,
Oh, yeah.
19
let him
years
get
old.
acclimated with that
Because that's a time frame mentally for every
Yeah.
for any kid, woman or
So,
female,
no,
that your mind's gonna change a million times over.
And that's what we all agree on. Like, you too young to make a final decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything.
On the life,
At
yeah.
3 or 12.
Get
or-
off the 3 shit.
That's what
Goddamn,
they
we at
said.
12.
They say he made the decision
But we're
to be
at
a
12
girl
now.
at 3.
Yeah.
We're at 12. That's his interpretation from his son. What he
Man,
saw.
if my little cousins or my little family members or even
I want to
family
add something
friends,
to this topic.
Okay.
I want to add something since we're on this topic, and I spoke about this before, but I was told it would be offensive. But fuck it.
Say it already. Kinda opened it up, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on my leg, bro.
Fuck it.
Because I honestly feel like both gay community
Clitorises.
and straight community
Long
would respect what I'm saying. I think we both have something in common in this situation.
Peace.
Down low people, down low men specifically. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go ahead and address the double standards. Yes, there are double standards.
Shit, fuck.
Women with women is hot. It is attractive. It is lovely. Yes, it is.
That's a question.
Yes.
We tapping it in.
That is lovely and it's good. So whatever, it's beautiful. on both spectrums. From women like to see women on women, and men like to see women on women. Mm-hmm. But down low, men. Me personally, I don't respect it.
No, I don't either.
I don't think those who are gay respect it. At the end of the day. So my thing is simply this: if you're going to choose a lifestyle and stick to it. Do not. That was my whole thing. If you're going to play for a team, stick to the team. Don't ride the fence. That was my whole thing, and I was told that would be offensive if I said that.
I don't think it's offensive.
Literally,
I don't think it's offensive at all. Like,
that was my thing. Choose a team, stick to the team, be proud about the team. I respect whatever team you play for, but don't switch teams. You can't play for the Cowboys and then sneak and play for the Dolphins. Like you can't do that. That's crazy.
You actually can't do that.
Literally you can. But at the end of the day, like you can. All right, fuck it. Let's make it even realistic. You can't play for the Cowboys on actual professional games and then go sneak and practice with the Dolphins.
No.
Yeah.
You can't. That's what
they do. They go to sneak and practice with the Dolphins.
You can't do that.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. No. Yeah.
You can't do that.
Oh.
So my thing is me personally, I don't respect those who are down low men. I don't respect down low.
They're not being real with themselves, even more so. They're choosing for someone else's life. Like they're choosing to do for someone else's life. So if I'm over here, I'm dating this man. Let's just say, and we talking and this man says, well, I don't want to do these, but on a non-attractive side in life for a woman. Say we're dating, and I'm like, you know what, but I still want to tap into a woman, but say it's not hot, and I go tap to the woman, but I come back to him, and we fucking again, but I still go to my woman, and we do our little not hot shit, you know what I'm saying? And I come back to him, like, I'm making a decision for him to entertain two women, but he hasn't even hit that woman. I hit that woman, but I brought that hit back home.
No.
To do my dirt, to do my nasty, to do what I'm doing. No. But that's two people that you tap. That's just a chain of life and sex.
I came up with a thesis.
That's called cheating.
I came up with
it is, but that's the down low man. A down low man is cheating. A down low man is being with one woman.
I want to go with the same scenario.
But going with another
I want to go with the same scenario you just had, right?
But flipped it.
Nah, because if you being faithful to me, and I feel like that other woman is just hot for right now, and I'm fucking her,
real shit,
and I'm bringing it back home.
I said in a non-sexual way. I can't give it to y'all. I'm not gonna tell Sid he finna go have sex with another nigga. I feel like if I said he gonna be like,
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Though.
When you say you going to dip off with another chick and then you come back.
Okay, take that out. Okay, let me start over. I'm a nigga.
She didn't say anything.
I'm a nigga, and I'm a nigga. I'm a man. What? My new me and brother. All right, cool, bet. So, and I got a female at home, and I'm we together, or not, and I'm poking niggas, and I'm a nigga, but I'm poking another nigga in the ass. That's I get it. That's a double standard, like you said.
Yeah, double standards exist.
Right.
They're real.
But still, I'm making the decision for her to be exposed to whatever I'm exposing myself to and bringing it back up, or bringing it back to whoever I'm choosing to date at the time period. It doesn't have to be a commitment. It can be whoever the fuck I want to be with.
The other person to everything.
But a down low guy that's like not real about him liking other men and not telling people that who he's entertaining. That hey, I'm bisexual. It ain't about that shit. I'm bisexual.
You got a whole lifestyle for that. All you gotta do is say I'm bi.
Just say that, but give that person a decision.
Play for the Dolphins and the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Dolphins and the fucking Cowboys.
Just say
there's no such thing as
the Dolphins and the Cowboys.
Just say it.
The double standard is there's no such thing as a bisexual man, bro.
Listen. Unfortunately for our society,
I'm not going there because
for our society though, that is what it is.
LBGT and some other extra letters in there. They add them every week. But listen,
check this out. I just told y'all I got gay family members. I don't have no discrimination.
Never.
No. But people will find certain shit.
Hold on, time out. On the same token, the way society views those situations is If a man is fucking another man, regardless of how many women he fucking, he's gay.
Exactly.
If a woman is fucking both, she's bisexual.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is
No,
this.
they-
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
Only. Like,
There
it's
is.
tough, but that's
Society.
There is a population for that. All I'm saying is speak up.
Say
If
something.
you're indecisive, they have a term for that. Bi. If you're indecisive it's women who will still deal with men who deal with men.
Yeah.
It is men. Nigga, all of us would deal with women who deal with women, so
They be
we
like,
hit.
oh, that's
that's
cool.
excluded
Because they
that's
know-
the double standard
Some
again.
be on that freaky shit. They be like, well, I
But
know I
it's people
can
that's down
fuck two
with that
niggas.
shit.
They
It's
all
people
be-
that's down with sleeping with two men who sleep with
It's
each other.
women out
It's
here
women that's
that's
down
ready.
with that shit.
Ready
So
to
at the end of the
go.
day,
Have you met
stop.
anyone
Don't
like
be
that?
I
sneaky
haven't met them
about
personally,
it.
but
Speak
I know
about
it's some
it.
freaky ass motherfuckers out here.
I'm unfamiliar.
Of
with
course.
I know that.
I am
So
unfamiliar with
all
this.
right. So this is my thesis,
Church
right?
thing.
I'm gonna bring this up.
No, it ain't even
I'm
that.
gonna bring
bro.
this up. Hold on, no. I'm gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this up, right? This
Pause.
is why I feel like this is why
Pause.
and I'm speaking
Strong
specifically.
pause.
I'm strong before I say this. I'm gonna speak about down low men, right? This is why I
You
feel
shouldn't,
like
actually.
Nah, it's why I feel like
probably
this.
shouldn't.
This is why I feel like this.
Album coming soon.
What? This is the worst time.
No, album's not dropping. On this. Album's not dropping.
That's all because we gonna download.
So listen, this is what I thought in my mind, right? This is what I thought in my mind. I feel like that there's men who aren't strong enough. All right.
Go, just stop, man.
No, I'm
Just
going
stop.
in. I'm going
You
in.
don't do it.
So listen,
No.
I feel like me personally
We told him not to do
that
it.
there's men who are weak
You might want some of this?
who can't deal with
everybody.
who can't deal with being turned down.
Oh, man, you
Right?
You about to put what you call it on us?
No, I don't need that much.
Go ahead. No, listen.
There's-
Talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. So there's men who are being weak who can't deal with being turned down, right?
Okay.
So we think about us as men, right?
Don't tell me what to do.
We're quick to
I know
be.
where he is.
We're quick to be. All right. So I think about this one night stands, right? Who between men and women, who are more quicker to receive one night stands?
Tell them.
Men.
What you mean? Get one?
No, men who are more open to getting a one night stand. Men are
Get-
quicker to be sexually interactive with strangers.
You know what Robert got called
Right?
before.
So if I think about
Said-
so if you think about it, two men that has the same mentality, right? Two men that has the same
The
mentality.
liquor store closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be good. We should be straight. I ain't trying to get
It's too late.
No.
Yeah. So two men
No,
who has the same mentality, which means
Listen.
we quick to move in a second, right? Women aren't the same. Women aren't the same as men. So I feel like that men are weak, but at the same time crazy enough to experience the same
See, why would you not want to do that?
the same attraction as men. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, you trying to get a skeet off, right? And a man is trying to get a skeet off, right? So y'all get with each other, and you say, "Oh, this is easy. I can stick with this." That's my thesis.
But who's taking the skeet? That's my thing.
Listen,
That's
they ain't got nothing to do with me.
You can't go that goddamn deep.
But I
That's
feel
deep,
like
man.
that in my mind. That's how I feel
That's too
like.
deep.
I
What's
feel
the next
like
one?
a man got with a
It's too
man.
deep.
I'm
A
past
man got with
this.
a man for that reason,
Because
right?
he's too weak to turn down.
Too weak. Too
Okay,
weak.
so can we talk about why? Because I've been waiting all motherfucking
What?
day.
Why the homies?
Yes, act different around some
That'd be a good
pussy.
way to-
All right, so listen, we all have been around. Even if we was, because we older now, we don't really have too
I've been
many
around
people
pussy.
around us. We kind of dissect people. So I guess
Could you break? Could
I'm
you break
speaking
this down
from. I'm coming from a younger time, right?
No,
All right, said
I'm the youngest.
I know you know,
Oh yeah.
and
This
I
is
know,
definitely a sad
right?
category.
He's a hoe.
No, it's not a said category,
Not
but
a category.
all right.
No, I'm not.
So
No,
let me-
not at all.
No,
Good,
no, I'm telling you.
See,
you
I don't
you
want to air too much.
I think
right?
you can. You
Let's
got
go. Let's go.
You
So
got
it's been
this.
times, right? There's been times where men's been around the spot and a woman come around.
All the different niggas.
And you notice how they act.
Yeah, that's true.
Niggas
Everything
start
is
patting on their
loud. Everything is just this. Everything is that. Why is it that men can't be the same way that they are when women are around? When they have to understand or notice that women pay attention to certain shit and they see shit and they could pick that shit out. Why is it that you feel like the louder you are, you feel like you're gonna win that pussy? When you're really losing the pussy for being so loud.
You're doing too much.
You're doing too
All right,
much.
so the way it is, right?
You're doing too much.
I feel like this, right? Just my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over, I study like psychology of people. I've learned that I really believe that like attracts like, right? So a man that's loud, he's doing that to assert himself as a dominant figure. He's going about it the wrong way, right?
Cause we ain't animals. Nigga.
9 times out of 10, the chick that picks the loud dude is a loud ass chick herself, right? Like me, myself, I'm not attracted to the loud girl. There's some guys who find that to be attractive. Like, oh, she was telling them bitches this, and this about they self. Like, okay, cool.
I like me a ratchet one now and then.
I mean, who?
I don't like
But
loud
see, me
chicks.
myself, I can't operate like when
JK,
people.
right?
I've been around niggas who do trains. I've been around niggas who had women who was willing to do everybody in the fucking house. I can't perform around other niggas. It has to be me and that person. I cannot perform
Put the lights
with
on, I'm going.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do it. That's how I know I can't be a porn star. Because I can't perform around thousands of people.
Them niggas on all types of drugs.
I can't do it. I can't do it. My shit would shrivel up in half.
Man, them niggas on
I can't.
drugs,
I have to be. It has to be a private situation,
bro. Them niggas on every type of dick drug possible.
I have to be.
All you gotta do is drink a little bit of water and your shit like this.
You gotta activate it.
Your shit is Jordan after he hit the shot.
I feel like it don't matter how many drugs you take. You have to activate in your mind that this is happening
Fuck Brutus.
amongst a whole bunch of niggas. I ain't gonna say thousands. That's too much. But if you got 5 niggas in one room and it's like one female, I can't work like that.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
Okay, cool. So we a little different. Like
If it's one other nigga in the room, I can't work like that. I can't work like that. I have to have time alone with that person. My shit will not be erect because this is another nigga right here. I can't work like this. I have to be alone with this
I
person.
can't even have this conversation with you right now.
All right, well, cool.
So is there a difference in niggas?
I'm alone in my room.
Is there a difference in niggas? Is there a difference in men?
What you mean? As far as what?
Like
Trains?
some men can do it, some men
Yeah,
can do it, some men cannot.
It is a difference. It's
Like,
niggas
what
that
you
don't
gotta say
care.
about your-
It's
Because
niggas
you
that
can't
don't.
do it and you cannot. You
I
just
can't do
clearly
it.
said that. You just said you're disappointed.
I can't
so
run
you
trains.
can do it.
So check this
I can't
out.
run
Right?
trains.
It's stuff about it's real life stories that we got.
Don't do that. Don't you do that.
So he
Okay, so he cannot.
That's it.
Yes. Next.
And
Keep going.
thank you for coming to POV. Very close us out.
All right. Next episode.
Very close us out, Lo.
It's not fact. It's not fiction.
Go close us out, Lo.
Is that
Go or
Hold on. Let me check my time. Let me check my time.
Let me finish
Yeah, indeed.
All right, so we
Check
at
that,
47 minutes. Well, 47 minutes probably divided by 10. We probably at 57 minutes.
So we probably should hit
So
it right
yeah,
here.
go ahead. Yeah, cut that out.
Close us out, Lo.
Oh, so we're gonna close it out. All right, so cool. So listen, stay tuned for the next episode as we continue on. And always remember, it's not fact, it's not fiction.
Yeah,
It's just our point of view.
Exactly.
that's it.
Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay up.
Come get a gram from me.
No trains are ran. No one run the train at any time.